the 540th day of the war in Ukraine, the fighting was concentrated in these areas. In the Robotyne-Verbove sector, sources from both sides informed that heavy battles are taking place along the entire front line. As I reported yesterday, Ukrainian forces have launched large-scale attacks on Robotyne as well as the areas between Robotyne and Verbove. The Ukrainian command decided to engage two of their most capable brigades, the 46th Airmobile Brigade and the 82nd Air Assault Brigade, hoping that their introduction into combat will finally break the Russian resistance in Robotyne. During the first hours of the offensive, the decision to engage additional troops brought good results as advances of the Ukrainian army were reported along the entire front line. However, today sources from both sides informed that the Russian army has sent new reinforcements in the area to stop the Ukrainian momentum. This resulted in a slowdown of the advance of the Ukrainian forces during the last 24 hours, but nevertheless, according to some reliable sources, Ukrainians increased their control over the central part of Robotyne in the areas marked in white. During the clashes, the Ukrainian forces managed to shoot down a Ka-52 attack helicopter of the Russian forces. I geolocated this video to be on the marked position shown on the map, a few kilometers south of Robotyne, near the village of Novoprokopivka. The presence of this helicopter at such a close distance shows that the Russian forces have sought air support quite close to the battlefield, although in general we have seen the Ka-52 helicopters frequently operating on the southern front, but at a greater and much safer distance. This may indicate that the difficult situation has forced the Russians to operate these helicopters very close to the front line by taking risks that they would not normally take. Another interesting thing about this event is that the video shows that the Ukrainian soldiers filmed the whole event from a position that is clearly on the western heights of Robotyne, which indicates that besides the advances to the east of Robotyne, Ukrainian forces have likely gained ground to the west, which may give them a favorable position during the ongoing Battle of Robotyne, which is expected to be quite decisive for the continuation of the Ukrainian offensive on the southern front. According to the latest reports, the Ukrainian army has also started attacks on the other sectors of this front. Based on geolocated footage, it is confirmed that Ukrainian forces have attacked the position of the Russian forces southwest of Novoprokopivka. As a result of the clashes in this direction, the Ukrainian forces managed to clear several trenches, advancing about 1 kilometer in this direction. According to Russian sources, the Ukrainian forces are putting pressure not only in the nearby Novoprokopivka, but they have also begun to test the Russian defenses south of Huliaipole, near the village of Dorozhnyanka. In Vremivka front, Ukrainian forces continue to expand their control southeast and east of Urozhaine, as well as southwest of Staromlynivka. Based on geolocated footage, it is confirmed that the Ukrainian forces are trying to clear the fields and forest lines east of Urozhaine and have succeeded in advancing in a wide area. The presence of Ukrainian forces in this part of the front was detected by Russian sources in the direction shown on the map. The Russian source Rybar informed that Ukrainian forces are probing the areas around the village of zaporizhzhia. According to them, the 37th Marine Brigade is already positioned near Urozhaine and fresh Azov formations have arrived near Vremivka, which indicates that the Ukrainian forces will soon start to attack southbound. On the other side of the Mokriali River, Ukrainian forces are attacking northeast of Priutne in the direction of the forest belts, while clashes have also been registered southeast of Staromlynivka. According to the Russian source, these movements of the Ukrainian forces trying to expand the front in both directions show that the Ukrainian forces will attempt to advance deeply from the east and west in order to avoid engaging in battles for zaporizhzhia and go straight for the strategic city of Staromlynivka. Friends, if you like my daily updates, I kindly ask you to hit the like and subscribe buttons, as this will greatly help the channel to reach a wider audience. That's all for today's update. Thank you to my Patreon supporters and have a great day.